Come on to the mat and we will begin. And so we begin our first week into the fall. So today we are working with core, very important to keep our structural alignment and everything that depends on the spine. It's the core. So let's turn around, come down, and check in. Turn around, come down, and check in. Check in with your own body. Check in. Come home to your body. Come home to your body. Just let the hands rest on the belly. Feel the movement of your breath as you check in with your questions. How am I doing today? Anything stiff or tight or painful that I need to take care of? So our check-in is all about making it your own body. Coming home to your own body and taking care. And you're the only one who can do it for yourself. Only one who can check in. So just discovering any tight, stiff, sore places, any places that need taking care of. That's our assignment. So just checking in, discovering. And while we're checking in, discovering, we'll feel the breath moving under the hands. So I have the hands resting on the belly, and I feel expansion on the in-breath. Let the belly expand. And just feel the softness of the exhale breath, the softness. The inhale is expansion. Feel it. Exhale is softness, letting go. Feel it. Stay with the breath, a few more breaths. A few more breaths. Expansion and softness. Expansion and release. Expansion and letting go. So today, as I said, we'll be working with core, and that means we're going to be contracting core. So right now, we're just feeling core stretch a bit and soften. Now, under the hands, press the waist to the ground and feel contraction in the core. When you release the waist, you'll feel the softness, expansion. Use the exhale to press the waist and feel the core contracting. And on the release, feel expansion, softening. Expanding. Pause here. So we'll be working with the breath, contracting core, and then we'll sometimes be contracting core and pause. So that is a strong contraction. Press the waist, feel the core contract, pause, feel it, and then expand. Again, with the breath, we'll say, pause after the exhale, feel it, feel the contraction under the fingers, and expand. Now, just leaving the hands where they are, we'll feel a contraction that is caused by the body. Head lifting, contraction under the fingers, head down, feel it, let go. Try it again. Head lifting, there's contraction under the fingers. Head down, letting go. Take a breath. Now extend one leg. So the belly is relaxed until you lift the heel and you feel contract under your fingers. And when you bring the heel down, it's a let go. Do it again. Lift the heel, feel it contract under the fingers. That's your core. Let it down, feel it, let go. Bring that foot back. Now we'll extend one leg a bit, and the belly is soft. As you lower the leg, you'll feel contraction come under the fingers, controlling the weight of the leg. Controlling under the fingers. When the heel touches, you'll feel it all let go. Have a breath. Now, feel the bellies relax. Lift the heel, and you feel that automatic contract and bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, then release. So that's introduction to the breath. Now we'll warm up the body, bringing the hands together. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, release. This is about shoulders, upper back, and neck. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, release. Your own pacing will be just right. Your own pacing up and over and release. There's a bit of stretch through the core as the hands come up and over. Feel it. And then the softening of the release. A bit of stretch through the core when the arms are up and over. Feel it. And release. One more. Arms up and over. Pause. Feel the stretch in the core. Stay. Feel another breath. Feel stretch. Bring it back down to rest. Release the hands. Take a breath. Now let's pick up the knees. Hug up the knees, bringing the stretch to the low back as we always do. And circle a bit to massage low back. To massage low back. Yes, feels so good. Circling. Pause, circle other way. See if you went your favorite way first, or if this is it. My body always chooses its favorite way first, even though I don't tell it to. Circling, massaging, increasing circulation, releasing tension. Pause here. Pause here. Now, bring the feet back to rest. Once more, we're going to identify core. So bring awareness to this whole region from the middle of the breastbone all the way down to the pubic bone, rectus abdominis, strong power muscle. So we're going to feel it, attachment all the way down. But first, we press the feet and lift the hips and press the hips high. Now come down about an inch and feel contract. Come down another inch, feel contract. Keep on rolling down as you feel the contraction moving down the core, down the core, down the core, till the hips come to rest, and then you'll let go and feel expansion. So that's the whole feeling of the core. Now let's try it in reverse. So we're going to lift the tailbone and feel the low back. Start feeling it low core, middle core as you roll up, moving up the core, up the core, up the core. And again, stay. Roll down as slowly as you can, feeling contract high, high moving to middle, middle, moving to low, moving to lower, moving to lowest. And when the hips are to rest, let the whole thing go. And take a breath. Feel the breath. Feel the body relax. Let's pick up the knees again. This time, hands just supporting. Extend and bend. And extend and bend. Your own pacing is inhale up, exhale, release. The breath is free. We're stretching the legs, warming up the legs. Stretching and warming up legs. Stretching and warming up the legs. And then we'll finish and bring the feet to rest and open the arms out. And now we're going to bring the knees side to side and feel like wringing out the core, wringing out the core. So knees down, head turns away, inhale back. Knees other side, head turns away, inhale back. It's an exhale into the twist and then inhale back. It's an exhale into the twist and inhale back. You can press the waist to the floor or let it up. Your choice. What feels better for your back, what feels better for the core. So this is wringing out the core, squeezing the muscles, and then on the release, circulation. Wringing out the core, squeezing the muscle, and return circulation. Every muscle needs this circulation and stretch and contract just to stay. Just to stay. So I love this, pressing the knee down and feeling that stretch wherever it goes. Twisting, wringing out the core, side to side. Side to side. Wringing out core, and then we'll come back to rest and relax. Have a breath. Let it all go. Feel it. So we'll be coming over onto hands and knees. So as you're ready, make your way onto hands and knees. Onto hands and knees with the blanket if you like to soften the texture under the knees, and bring the hands onto the ground and come to Chakravakasana. Pull the belly in and drop back down. So this is really breath free. but we will be exaggerating the breath after a few, so we're warming up the back. Now we will concentrate on that idea of pull the belly in, drop the elbows wide, drop back and return. Pull the belly in, drop the elbows wide, drop on back and return. Pause here. Our last Chakravakasana will be pull the belly in, squeeze the breath, pause on empty, feel it. So pull the belly in, drop the hips back, pause, feel empty, and return. Back to normal breath. And then we'll pause and bring hands under shoulders, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Feel the contraction through the core. It's all contracted, and that's what allows the back to stretch. Contract, 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 core, release. Drop back, stretch arms longer, wider. So far, we have been mostly contracting core. As we come forward into this modified up dog, it's stretching core. So I want you to feel that. Coming forward, dropping hips down, lifting ribs, lifting chin, stretching core, and then leave the belly soft, press back. We're going to emphasize the stretch here, stretching core. So we'll leave the exhale soft and free as you drop back, emphasizing the stretch to the core, from the pubic bone to the breastbone, stretch, 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 feel it, and then release, drop back. On your own, a couple more. Pacing of your choice. Do what feels good. Coming home to the body. I'm going to stay. Here's my last one. I'm going to stay a little longer, emphasizing the lift of the ribs and the lift of the chin and the stretch through the core. Stretch through the core, stretch. And back, soft, back, release. Release, have breath. Stay and feel it. So we're preparing to stand. So make your way. Come on up to stand. Come to standing. Find your mountain. Find your inner mountain with the toes, the knees soft and unlocked. With the tailbone tucked for some. Extension through the crown. Shoulders up, back and down. Breath free. Come into it, solid and steady. Strong and still. The mountain Tadasana. Final breath here. So we're going to work through our series of forward bend, side stretch, chair. We're going to work the breath in the 3 different ways. First will be free, then will be contract core, then will be contract core, pause on empty. So first, free. You know how this one goes. It's inhale, arms overhead, exhale, down. Inhale, back up, exhale, side. Inhale, return, other side stretch, and return, hands behind, come back up. Second time down. Inhale, lift, exhale, side, inhale, lift, exhale, side, inhale, lift, hands drop behind, drop down to Utkatasana, and come back up. Number 3, exhale down. Inhale, return, and exhale, side. Come back up. Other side. Come back up. Hands drop behind, dropping down to Utkatasana chair, and come back up. Release arms. Take a moment. Have a breath. The next 2 sets will be contracting core on each exhale. So we'll be pulling the belly in, contracting core. So let's practice it once. Pull the belly in, contract core, release it. Okay, that's the way we're going to do it. Inhale, arms overhead. Pull the belly and contract the core. Inhale, up. Pull the belly and contract the core. Inhale, up. Pull the belly and contract the core. Inhale, up. Pull the belly and contract the core. And inhale, up. Release. Have a breath. So it is more work contracting the core. Second set, contracting core. Inhale, lift. Contract the core. Inhale, return. Side stretch, contract the core. And return. Other side, core. And return. Contract the core. Come back up. Release the arms. Take a breath. Our final set will be contract, pause on empty. 1, 2. So here we go. Final set. Inhale, arms overhead. Contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. Come back up. Exhale, pause on empty. 1, 2. Return. Exhale, pause on empty. 1, 2. Return. Exhale, pause on empty. 1, 2. Return. Release. Come back to mountain. Come back to finding your breath. Come back to checklist of toes and knees. Checklist, toes, knees, tailbone tuck for some. Checklist, through the crown, shoulders up, back and down. Checklist, solid, steady, strong and still. Feel the breath returning to its resting place. A couple more breaths here. Breath is relaxed. Final breath. Okay, now turn and 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Widen the base. Check out that alignment when the knee is bent. Knee, ankle, toe, and the toes are visible over that knee. So we're going to leave the hand resting on the thigh, and we're going to stretch the core on this side and then fold. We'll do our repetition, and then we'll do contract core, and then we'll do contract core, pause, 1, 2, then we'll come back to stretch. Okay, so bend the knee, sweep the arm up, feel this long stretch all the way down the core. Fold and touch. On the inhale, bend the knee, sweep the arm back up, feel the stretch in the core. On the exhale, fold and touch. On the inhale, stretch the arm up, stretch the core, feel the stretch, fold and touch. Have a breath. Come back up. So the next two will be contract the core when we fold. So start with a stretch. Bend the knee, sweep the arm up, feel that core stretch. Contract the core, touch. Bend the knee, sweep the arm up, feel that stretch in the core. Contract the core, touch. Come back up and release. Take a breath. Our final one will be contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. When you're ready, stretch up, feel the stretch through the core. Contract, pause on empty. 1, 2. Come back up and stay. So we end with this stretch. And with each inhale, you feel your lengthening and a bit of a back bend. Lengthening, bit of a back bend. Final breath and release, and release, and release. Other side. Other set. Foot forward, foot back. Widen base. Find a line. So when the knee is bent, you can see the toes. We can adjust the back heel. And now we bring the stretch to the other side. With the same pattern, 3 normal breath, 2 contract core, and the final one, contract, pause on empty. When you're ready, bend the knee, sweep the arm up, stretch the core, fold and touch. Bend the knee, sweep the arm up, stretch the core, fold and touch. Bend the knee, sweep the arm up, stretch the core, fold and touch. Have a breath. Come back up. 2, at contract the core. When you're ready, Bend the knee, sweep the arm up, stretch the core, contract the core, fold, touch. Bend the knee, sweep the arm up, stretch the core, contract the core, fold, touch. Come back up and release. Final set will be contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. Breath coming back to rest. Bend the knee, sweep the arm up, feel the stretch through the core. Contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. Come back up, stretch the core, stay. And release. And bring the feet back. Standing back bend, half forward bend. A few. Breath free. This is your first aid kit for the back. Come to rest. So I want to play with this idea about the ball because we've done this one before and it's a lot of fun to feel how much the core muscles work when you lift. So pick up a giant beach ball. It's filled with helium and bring it overhead, overhead, overhead. So there's only stretch in the core. Feel that stretch in the core and bring that beach ball back down. Now, pick up a small ball. We're standing in water up to the waist. We're going to push the ball under the water and feel the core muscles react. Let it pop up. Push the ball under the water. Feel the core muscles react. Let it pop up. And again, push the ball under the water. Feel the core muscles contract and pop up and release. So I felt that mostly in my lower core. Now I'm going to see if I can pick up the heavy ball and feel it all the way through the core. So pick up a heavy ball. It's heavy. It's so heavy you can hardly manage it, and you're bringing it overhead. And you're bringing this heavy, heavy ball overhead and feeling how the core muscles are reacting as you bring that heavy, heavy ball overhead, overhead, overhead. Throw it away. Feel the core muscles relax. Have a breath. So a little balance challenge. So I want to start with the stretch. So stretch the arms up, stretching core. Now pick up one foot, bring it behind or in front, and stay. Variation on Vrikshasana, tree. Okay, now we'll change sides. So same idea. We're going to stretch the core by bringing the arms up and then lift one foot and bring it in front or behind and stay. Okay, we're ready to release and come to the knees. Come on down. Knees on the ground. Chakravakasana. Breath free. Breath free. Chakravakasana. Easy, soft. Letting the body come back to its resting place. Always important to come back to resting place. Breath is free. Just returning to our home base. Returning to ease in the body. And then again, we will contract core. So come to a rest. Now, bring attention to your core. See what's feeling there. So there's nothing going on. It should be relaxed and soft. Lift one arm and see what's happening in the core. Now, opposite leg. Extend it and lift it. See what's happening in the core. Leave the leg up. Release the arm. Check in with the core. Okay, release the leg. Chakravakasana. So each addition of weight of the arm and the leg brings more demand into the core. We'll come back to rest and check out the other side. On the other side, we'll lift the leg first. So come into the core, see what's going on. Relaxing there, extend, leg back and lift. What's going on in the core? Add the arm, opposite arm. Now what's going on in the core? On the exhale, release the leg. See what's going on with just the arm. Release the arm and Chakra Vikasana. Easy, soft. Relax. Easy, soft. Relax. Easy, soft. Relax. So we're coming to our low plank where we have elbows on the ground, foot back, and drop the hips down and stay breath free. So we're working core muscles. You can feel them beginning to quiver. Final breath, drop down, press back and relax. Arms, shoulders, and back stretch. Breath free. Arms, shoulders, and back stretch. Breath free. Next, we will be coming onto the ground. We'll be coming down. We've been doing a lot of contract the core. This next set will be stretch the core. So I'm going to move my blanket out of the way and come onto the belly. Come onto the belly. Bring the arms forward, bring the forehead to rest, relax. As we relax, we stay engaged with the breath, because the breath is always the signal of where the body is in its relaxing state. Whether it's getting there or already there, the breath tells you. And so we just enjoy letting go. And as I just said, we've been doing a lot of contracting the core. The last two were all about contract. This next set, working on variations on the theme of the cobra, is all about stretch. So, balancing out the work, the contract and the stretch. We're back to stretch territory. Think of it, that long muscle group from the pubic bone to the breastbone, got to stretch, because we've been all about contract. I'm leaving arms forward, leaving hands stacked. And so I'm going to press up, and feel stretch through the core and down. Tuck the chin. We're going to repeat this. Press up, peel up, down, tuck the chin. Press up, peel up, down, tuck the chin. Have a breath here. So each time we press up, peel up, we're stretching core, and that's what our intention is in this variation on the cobra. Press up, peel up, stretch the core, come down. Press the arms, press up, peel up, stretch the core, and come down. This time we'll stay. Press up, peel up, stay. See where you feel it. High core, middle core, low core. You can be tailbone tuck if it suits your back better. Final breaths here as we feel stretch all through the core, and we are down, forehead to rest. Breath free. So that was Bhujangasana variation. This is coming to Ardha Salabhasana variation, that is lifting the leg. So when we lower the leg, we're going to contract the core. So let's pay attention to what that'll feel like. So leave the arms forward. Come into the body. Come to the navel. On the exhale, pull the navel to the spine. On the inhale, release. On the exhale, button the navel to the spine. On the inhale, unbutton, release. Exhale, pull the navel to the spine. Unbutton, release. So we'll be using that pull the navel to the spine, button it on the exhales. We'll be lifting the legs alternating on the inhale. So let's take it slowly and see, and then we'll go ahead and repeat. So on the left side, inhale, bring the leg up. Exhale, contract the core, pull the belly in, button the navel to the spine. When it's down, let it go. Have a breath. On the inhale, bring the leg up. On the exhale, button the navel to the spine, bring the leg down, unbutton, have a breath. We'll be working alternate sides in that way. So on each exhale, you're going to pull the navel to the spine, button it, and when you're down, unbutton. Inhale up. Exhale down, button, unbutton. Inhale up. Button, exhale down. When you're down, unbutton. Take a breath. Continuing alternating sides. Inhale up. Contract the core, button. When you're down, unbutton. Take a breath. Inhale up. Contract the core, button the navel to the spine. When you're down, unbutton. Take a breath. So that's our little practice. We'll do a few more, lifting the leg, and on the release, pull the navel to the spine, button it. When you're down, unbutton and take a breath. Inhale up, button, and then unbutton. Inhale up, button, unbutton. 2 more on your own, 2 more sets. And when you finish your 2 sets, come to a rest. The breath is free. Relax. In fact, you might as well go ahead and roll over and come on to the back. Go ahead, over onto the back. When you're there, hug up the knees. Hug up the knees and let the back just relax. Hug up the knees, back relax. Circle the knees to massage the back. The back's been doing a lot of work. Give it a break. A lot of work, give it a break. So this massage is so wonderful for circulation, releasing tension. Feels so good. That's how I always find myself circling first to the right, and then I'll pause and say, okay, circle the other way, and discover that my body always chooses the one it likes best, which is circle to the right. But both are important for keeping balance in the body. And that's what we're up to. Discovering what is my default? How do I balance it out? So we're bringing gentle massage into low back at whatever pace is comfortable for you. Small massage circles, big massage circles, whatever feels good. So if it feels good, your body is telling you yes. Telling you yes. Let's pause here. So now we're coming into a bit of spinal twist and crunch, contracting core. I'm bringing hands behind my head, elbows wide. And what I'm going to do is exhale, port the right elbow to the left knee, and inhale back. Exhale, left elbow, right knee, inhale back. Each one is contracting and twisting core. Keep on going. Exhale, touch, inhale back. Or it might not touch, just aim it. Exhale up, inhale back. Bringing twist, contracting core. Now I'll come to a rest, bring the feet to rest, release the arms, and relax. Relax here. So we'll come to another passive twist. So let the knees roll down and the head turn away, and press the top knee down and turn the head away and just stay. And imagining that very gentle wringing out the towel, wringing out and twisting core, but it's relaxed. And the breath is free. Final breath here. Come back with the head, come back with the knees, come back to center, and roll the knees to the other side and turn the head away and press the top knee down and stay and feel that stretch from the knee up thigh to the hip, and feel another stretch, maybe in the back of the body from the hip to the shoulder blade, and the head turns away and the breath is free. So we're coming to the final breaths here, and we'll release the head, center, release the knees, center, release the arms, hug up the knees again, circle if you like, or just hug it up. All good. So we're coming around to sit. Sit on the blanket if you like. So we're going to release this back massage and roll to one side and bring the legs out. Sit on the blanket if you like. So again, we're looking at core. So we're looking at core, we're bringing up the arms and we're going back, 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 up, up, up. So this is called an eccentric contraction coming back, concentric contraction coming up, eccentric contraction coming back, concentric contraction coming up, eccentric, concentric, eccentric, concentric. One more time, eccentric, stay. This is isometric, so let's lift the legs. Stay. Okay, legs down, arms up. We got to bring a stretch into that core. Stretch the core, stretch the core, stretch the core, and fold. Extending legs, rounding spine, stretching legs, and stay. Feel whatever, wherever. See what's true for you. See what's true for you as the breath comes back to its resting place. So we'll have one more stretch for the back. This is leg stretch and back stretch, but I don't want to forget this one that I like so much. Wrapping the arms over, hugging up, and feeling a little more extra stretch. I feel it around the area just above the waist and at the waist. And I love this stretch and release. And again, walk the hands down, drop the chin. Breath is free. So whether the toes are up or not doesn't matter, except you'll get more intensity in the calf when the toes are released, but maybe you just want to relax. That's okay too. And so we prepare to come on to the back, to let yourself down, to find your way into Shavasana. Find your way onto the back. And so we do take the time with it to get it right. So go ahead and release from your seated place and move the blanket if you like. Bring it under the knees, under the head, under the back, whatever works for you. We're bringing the blanket and preparing the body for Shavasana, which is our settle down. So go ahead and find that for yourself as you let yourself back and down and adjust the shoulders and the back and adjust the hips and the legs and adjust the toes and the heels and the feet. I always press elbows down to pull shoulders together in the back and down. This gives me more extension through the back of my neck. It feels good for me, but see what's true for you. Find what is true for you. That's the only thing that counts as we find our way into Shavasana. So we guide our way in once we're getting hips settled and shoulders settled and arms relaxing and fingers relaxing. We bring awareness into the whole body to see if we need to tweak it at all. And then we redirect focus. Redirect focus to hips and legs. At hips and legs, squeeze and tighten. It's a power squeeze, hips and legs, and a let go, hips and legs. Take a breath. Next squeeze is shoulders. Shoulders